Good morning, SKN. I'm Jamie Morris.
And I am Hortensia Carty. And it is Friday, yay! The last day of the working week.
Yeah, for some.
We're on that lucky end, aren't we?
Yes, we are indeed.
Yeah.
All right.
We begin this morning now with our first story on the local scene, this by way of the St. Kitts Nevis Bar Association press release. The St. Kitts Nevis Bar Association marked their commitment to the improvement of the juvenile justice program in the Federation with a recent donation of entertainment items to the New Horizons Juvenile Rehabilitation Center at a short ceremony held on July 5th at the Ministry's Administration Building, Victoria Road. The donation, which includes 3 smart television sets, 2 portable radios, and 1 tablet, will go towards the Center's Reward and Sanctions program, which provides rewards and incentives, such as increased television time to residents who display positive behavior or improved conduct. In chairing the ceremony, Director of the Policy, Planning and Projects Unit, Ms. Azilla Clark, informed that the NHRC believes that in addition to appropriate corrective measures in relation to safety and security, all residents should know that positive behavior and constructive efforts at improvement will be encouraged and rewarded. Residents' success in work and behavior is measured against their previous performance, not against other residents.
Okay, so this
Great
is
initiative.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely coming from the Bar Association.
Indeed.
All right. So moving on to our second story, ECCB records a net loss of $49.1 million, first loss in 6 years. This from Win Media. The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, ECCB, has recorded a financial loss for the first time in 6 years. In the 2021 to 2022 annual report and statement of accounts published on June 30th for the financial year that ended March 31st, 2022, the financial institution recorded a net loss of $49.1 million. The previous financial year ended with $25.2 million profit. According to the report, the governor of the ECCB, Timothy Antoine, says the loss resulted from the impact the economies of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, ECCU, felt from what he described as an unprecedented and complex global economic and geopolitical environment, namely losses on foreign investment, securities, and decline in interest income earned on foreign reserve assets, as interest rates globally remained at historically low levels over the year. However, the governor said despite the weak global financial environment which resulted in the ECCB's first loss-making year in 6 years, the bank continues to manage the reserves prudently, thereby maintaining the strength and stability of the EC dollar, meaning currently the value of the EC dollar has not decreased. All right, so that's cloud silver lining, I could say.
Yes, the fact that the dollar hasn't decreased. Because
Yeah.
I'm from a country where the dollar is basically nothing, so that's
All right, you can say that, I can't.
the privileges, huh?
Ah, yes, indeed.
We continue with story number 3, this by way of a SCASPA press release. The St. Christopher Air and Seaports Authority, SCASPA, is pleased to officially announce and welcome the composition of the reconstituted SCASPA Board of Directors, who have consented to serve on the authority's board in accordance with Section 4, a subsection of the St. Christopher Air and Seaports Authority SCASPA Act, Chapter 8.7, which provides for the appointment of members of the SCASPA Board. The new SCASPA Board of Directors is set to provide further diversity within the authority, with Gary De Silva serving as chairman of the board and Charmian Heidegger appointed with the duties of director and secretary to the board. Other members of the newly formed board are, namely, Jermaine Lake, Natasha Daniel, Dino Kamabach, Junior Saran, Austin Julius, and returning board member Erin Hughes. The St. Christopher Air and Seaports Authority, abbreviated as SCASPA, is a statutory corporation formed by the government of St. Kitts and Nevis in 1993, uniting the air and seaports in St. Kitts. The authority provides the gateway to St. Kitts, operating the Port Sante ship terminal, cruise ship terminal, the Robert Llewellyn Bradshaw International Airport, the Bastard Deepwater Cargo Port, and the Bastard Ferry Terminal.
Interesting. All right. So congratulations to the new members, obviously.
Yes, to the newly appointed members.
Yeah, I think I remember this being in the news not too long ago.
Yes.
About the old board members. And
Yes.
now we see it reconstituted. Interesting stuff. All right, so we're moving on to a check of our local weather. Partly sunny with a 40% or a moderate chance of showers, a high of 91 and a low of 73 degrees Fahrenheit. All in all, regularized weather here in the Eastern Caribbean. All right, we'll be back in a moment, everyone.
Did you know that there are certain seasonings that contain more salt than you actually need? There are more natural, healthier ways to reduce the salt intake in your dishes by using natural things like onions, garlic, seasoned peppers, and even thyme and merengue powder.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao bango!
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We continue now with the latest in regional news. New aviation consultant for Liat to be appointed. This from the Antigua Observer. Fresh decisions concerning Caribbean airline Liat are coming out of the just concluded CARICOM Heads of Government Summit in Suriname. Among them, the appointment of a consultant and plans for a future meeting among regional leaders. St. Vincent and the Grenadines Prime Minister, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, told media at the end of the summit that extensive discussions had been held with leaders present, including Antigua and Barbuda's Prime Minister Gaston Brown and Barbados' Mia Motley, about the future of the troubled carrier. Dr. Gonsalves said, quote, "A discussion has taken place. We are going to address the issue of a regional air carrier of some kind. It may well be the revival of Liat in some form or other, but we have to get a consultant in aviation to put together the framework. It is a matter of urgency for us to move on," end quote. The St. Vincent PM was given certain responsibilities to coordinate the new idea. He said, quote, "We are going to have a further discussion on the matter at a leadership level sometime between July 20th and 30th. I am not sure where the meeting will be held," end quote. Government heads also broadly discussed some residual issues from Liat 1974 Limited, but Dr. Gonsalves said that these talks were inconclusive. All right, so the troubled airline talks hopefully wouldn't be as...
About revamping, because air travel is needed. I watch people suffer, I watch people wait, and I watch people say, "Oh, you need to bring back Liat." Literally. So that's something I think that with the upcoming elections that people should even bring to the fore. We need air transport in the Caribbean.
Can I suggest something? Can we go from Liat to List? Leeward Islands Sea Transport?
Oh, no.
Can we take boats? Is that doable?
Everybody can't do that. I watched
LIST?
the team from Pakistan. They had to come from Dominica to St. Lucia on a boat and they got sick.
Okay, gotcha. All right,
Because
well,
there
throw the
was
shot.
nowhere to fly them, You tried. We continue now on the international scene. One scandal too many. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson resigns. From the Associated Press. Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced his resignation Thursday after droves of top government officials quit over the latest scandal to engulf him, marking an end to 3 tumultuous years in which he tried to bolster his way through one ethical lapse after another. Months of defiance ended almost with a shrug as Johnson stood outside number 10 Downing Street and conceded that his party wanted him gone. He said, "Them's the breaks." Aww. The brash 58-year-old politician who took Britain out of the European Union and steered it through COVID-19 and the war in Ukraine was brought down by one scandal too many. This one involving his appointment of a politician who had been accused of a sexual misconduct. The messiest of prime ministers did not leave cleanly. Johnson stepped down immediately as Conservative Party leader, but said he would remain as prime minister until the party chooses his successor. The timetable for that process will be announced next week. The last leadership contest took 6 weeks, but many want him to go now, and with some Conservative politicians expressing fear he could do mischief even as caretaker prime minister.
Wow.
When I hear mischief, I think about little kids.
No, not necessarily. You realize it's interesting that this story is worded the way that it is. It'd be interesting to get Boris Johnson's side, if he were to say anything at all.
Oh, wow. And the resignations are just flying in.
Yeah.
Like there is a flu going around to resign.
Listen.
Or to ask the leaders to step down.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's been interesting to see who his other leader is. But again, scandal after scandal after scandal, and we know what the political arena is like.
Yes.
So, yeah, your opponents hold on to it. When your own party, however, holds on to it, then it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
So, there you have it for the latest for today. We'll be back with more Good Morning SKN on the other side of this break. Stay tuned.
I need some veggies for dinner. Let me just check the amount of sodium in this can. Oh no, this is too much. Let me try our next option. They did say it's healthy to consume less salt. This is much better. I am salt smart.
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
You ever hear earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the doorway or any exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Children, how can you tell a tsunami coming?
Teacher me.
Sammy?
My mother said
When uncle jump in the pool and the water spoosh out, that's how you tell a tsunami coming.
Settle down, children. Settle down. Do you remember our tsunami song?
Yes! When you feel it shaking and it's moving around, you see the ocean gone left the fish and the sand. You should run, run, run to hide on, 'cause tsunami soon come.
Mommy, Uncle not here and the other shake.
Hush your mouth.
Daddy, Uncle not here and the sea gone.
Who cares? You don't see all them free fish? Quick, give me the bag.
This is how you tell a tsunami a come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know.
Sammy, come, let me go. They would have failed anyhow. Let me run, see Sammy.
When you feel the earth shaking and it's moving all around, you see the ocean gone left the fish and the sand. You should run, run, run to hide on, 'cause tsunami soon come.
Do you know that common baked goods such as bread and crackers are high in salt? Get salt smart.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. At some point in all of our lives, we learn to accept the fact that not everyone is going to agree with our opinions. Hortensia, have you learned this lesson? I guess so. You see, that smile says it all.
I have.
That smile says it all. Okay, so today, Hortensia and I will be discussing our opinions in a hopefully formal manner. We're going to try to stick to the rules today. We'll be engaged in a debate. And what are we debating, you ask? Well, wait for it. Wait for it. I need to set this up correctly. So Hortensia and I will be debating. Here's the topic, guys. What's the best pizza topping? All right. Want to tell them how it works?
Here's how it works. We have 2 minutes to prepare our structured argument, including an introduction, 3 supporting points, and a conclusion, and 3 minutes each to deliver our arguments. Then we get 1 minute each at the end to refute our opponent by offering a contrary contention or argument to what they presented. And guess what? You get to be the judge, our viewers. Wow. And you too can tell us what is the most liked or favorite pizza topping. So comment and let us know which debate was better. Team K, Team J.
Wow. No pressure at all. I mean,
None at all.
Like I said, this is really serious stuff.
But you have skills in debating, so
Really?
I'm very concerned here today.
All right.
Very concerned here today.
Alrighty, so we will take a commercial break. We'll be back on the other side of it with our formal arguments, hopefully prepared for presentation.
Yes.
Has anyone ever touched you here, here, or here? Well, these are actually bad touches, not good ones. And so, if anyone ever touches you in these areas or anywhere else that makes you uncomfortable, you must say no, then go and tell. Say it with me. Say no, then go and tell.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with Probation and Child Protection Services, the Ministry of Health, and the Pan American Health Organization.
I going out tonight. I got a hot date. He older than me, but I don't care. I like what he telling me. He say I look sweet and ting. What? You want me go home with him? Nice. Boy, I wonder if I'm ready for this. I notice he ain't got a condom, but I gonna go ahead, see? He might think me ain't like him or trust him. Plus, this my first time. Nothing gonna happen to me. Lord, how could I let this happen? I ain't ready for no child. Who gonna support me and my child? My man gone jail and mommy and daddy said they ain't gonna help. I all on my own. How could I be so careless? I wish I could go back to that now. But my education on hold. How could I let this happen? Don't let this happen to you. Contact the Department of Gender Affairs to find out about confidential offices and personnel available to answer questions about your sexuality or pre- or postnatal concerns.
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. As we are ready to debate, that's myself and Jamie. I am going to be a lady today, and I'm going to let the gentleman go first.
Not usually how it works, but anyway, that's fine. I guess it's a dangerous situation, so the guys go first there, right? Yeah. All right. So, as I said before, we are supposed to be debating. Does this eat into my time, by the way, or do I just start talking? Okay, great. I can actually cement my thoughts while I'm giving the introduction. This is so cool. All right, so we're supposed to be debating what the best pizza topping is. We know what the rules are, and I am tasked with introducing, presenting my supporting arguments, and concluding. So, you know what, here we go, and you guys can begin timing me now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're here today to debate the best pizza topping, not only in St. Kitts and Nevis, but in the entire world. Pizza, as we know, is a delicious food that has its origins in Italy. Italy, of all places, where the touch of the hand makes everything so much better. When we talk about pizza and the pizza topping, it is only fitting that we consider the foods that we can put on the top of the topping with our very hands that represent the symbol of tastiness, the symbol of effort and of love that goes into the food. And that is why I say to you that the best pizza topping in the entire world is the universal topping of cheese. Why cheese, you say? Well, first of all, cheese is a topping that everybody loves. Not only do men and women love it, but boys and girls love it. As a matter of fact, you know that this is true because in St. Kitts and Nevis, we have our own version of cheese topping pizza, and we've had it for years. It's the symbol, bread and cheese. When you go to the bakery, you ask for bread and cheese. As a matter of fact, you even have a different variation of it, because the bakery offers you bun and cheese. So you can appreciate the love that we have for cheese and our very own take on pizza here in St. Kitts and Nevis with the topping of cheese. So not only is it something that everyone loves, but it's also very salty. In other words, you don't need to consume too much salt. You don't need to add extra seasoning with it. And we are part of a healthy society here in St. Kitts and Nevis, that is true. So why embellish what is already so salty? Salty enough to give you, I don't know how I say this, other than to say the certain je ne sais quoi that it has, the appeal that it has, the salivating effect that it has, because it contains enough salt to have your taste buds anticipating every single taste and bite. And finally, the best part, cheese is gooey. So it makes the experience of eating pizza even more visually appealing. Can you imagine taking a bite, letting it linger on your teeth and on your lips, and as you pull away, the feel of the cheese that is dropping over your mouth. It even lingers on the hand sometimes, and you just have to stretch it. It's gooey, it's great, it's appealing. So in conclusion, I tell you that not only is cheese universal, not only is it salty enough, but it is also gooey, and that makes it the universal topping for everyone's pizza. Thank you.
I would like to say, before I begin my debate, that Jamie's in my head, and every single thing, almost every single thing that Jamie said, I literally have written on this paper. I don't know what you can see, but I have cheese. I have cheese. I have cheese. So now I have to find a totally different genre to speak about, because I can't debate cheese. So I am going to debate pepperoni from the top of my head, because there is nothing else that I can speak on, because Jamie stole my presentation.
I didn't. I'm just saying that for the very first time. Scout's on.
So I'm going to speak on pepperoni. So as Jamie said, the pizza originated in pasta country. I had pasta country, he has Italy. Now, with the cheese, pepperoni is I think the most beloved flavor next to cheese pizza. The pepperoni mixes in so well with the cheese. The pepperoni has so many flavors. Imagine the basil, imagine the pesto, imagine the cracked pepper that's in the pepperoni, imagine the little salt that's in the pepperoni. It adds to the flavor of the cheese. Now the pepperoni holds so well to the cheese that even sometimes when you pull the cheese up, you see the pepperoni is just like it's on a slide, sliding down. So you just put it in your mouth and you just enjoy, or you indulge in the flavors of the pepperoni mixed with the cheese. Yes, the pepperoni is the best. The pepperoni can mix with any other, you can put the pepperoni with the pineapple, you can put the pepperoni with the ham, you can put the pepperoni with the anchovies, and the flavors collide so well. As I said, you can use small pepperoni, big pepperoni, thick pepperoni, all kinds of pepperoni. As I said, pepperoni is the best topping for the pizza. As I said, it holds very well to the cheese. Sometimes when you have the other toppings like the ham and the pineapple, they fall off, but the pepperoni is like smooth. Cheese and pepperoni, they just vibe well, they mix well. So I would say pepperoni is the best. I know you see, because my debate was stolen, I can't say anything else about pepperoni. And people, believe it or not, viewers, let me say viewers, believe it or not, I don't even like pizza. I don't eat pizza.
So do we have a variation where I get extra points for continuing her debate in the time?
Don't
Can we do that?
I don't like pizza. I don't know. It's too much cheese. The cheese frightens me. I'm scared of cheese. It frightens me. On days I think I'm lactose intolerant, so I don't like pizza. And then I don't think I like the combination of tomato sauce and cheese. And no, I don't think I like it. So, but I would still say pepperoni is the best, because next to that, my niece and nephew would say it's the best. So pepperoni is the best topping. And as I said, it works well with the cheese, and we do need the cheese that holds the pizza together. So that's my argument.
And that is, so it is. So this is the part where we have to rebut what you say, because I'm ready to rebut what you said right now, to be honest with you. But I suppose that we can take a commercial break and we'll be back. Yeah, we'll take a slight break and we'll be back, a short break rather. And we'll be back to continue this, this unprecedented debate on the best.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN as I begin with my rebuttal. Not everybody likes cheese. Yes, not everybody likes cheese. And sometimes mozzarella cheese can have a very funny taste. Some folks might be lactose intolerant, like myself on days. So we do not need cheese. And secondly, pizza can be made without cheese. Cheese is fattening. Cheese is oily. Cheese causes acne. Cheese blocks your arteries. Cheese adds weight to places like your midsection that you do not want. Eating too much pizza can cause all kinds of NCDs. Okay? Sometimes the cheese and the tomato sauce doesn't match. It needs extra flavor. Jamie says salty. Jamie's trying to raise our pressure. Do you see that? Cheese is not good for you. So there, we can do our pizza with just a thin crust, some tomato paste, and basil.
It is now time for my rebuttal. And unlike my opponent, I will not seek to violate the rules by introducing new information. I will simply revert to her words. And when she began to speak, she said that next to cheese, this is a quote, next to cheese, pepperoni is the best topping. And if you notice,
because
not only was her
debate.
speech flawed because she said next to cheese, but within the first minute of her presentation, there was nothing said that did not include cheese. In other words, cheese made the pepperoni better. I do not understand how we can talk about what the best topping is and for my opponent to suggest that pepperoni is the best when all of her references to pepperoni within the initial minute included references to cheese. Clearly there was dependence on cheese to make pepperoni better, which proves, as I said before, that cheese is the best topping overall. I rest my case.
You rest your case, but the viewers will side with me. Cheese just makes you bigger.
That's new information, by the way. I want to take a poll, you know. You guys in the studio have to tell us now. Anybody who's, as a matter of fact, take to social media right now. Just put your votes in. Leave comments on YouTube right now, Team K or Team J.
Team K.
Because
Team K.
I am telling you right now, the only thing that I didn't do is what I should have done in my presentation. Go Trump on you. Add the repetition. Not only is pizza better with cheese, it's the cheesiest thing that you can find. Cheese, I tell you, you gotta love the cheese. It's more cheese, so much cheese. That's my Trump version.
So,
repetition.
Because Jamie stole my presentation, I had to come back hard.
Is there a code of conduct that she needed to sign before this? Because I didn't steal anything, right? So this is slightly defamatory. I didn't steal a thing.
It's funny that we have the same points because I had the cheese is from pizza country. The cheese is the most important part of the pizza.
So you lied in your presentation.
It holds everything. No, I had to come back with a rebuttal to get you because you stole my presentation.
Here's the interesting part. I don't know how I could steal your presentation when you're the one who said that I should go first.
Because, okay, you went in my mind and stole it from my mind.
You were the one who took that decision.
Oh man.
So there you go. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Next time
More than you know.
I will stick to the code. Ladies first.
Aha.
So then I will have my day in court with my cheese.
Well, you tried it for pepperoni, but all I would have said for pepperoni is pepperoni is colorful.
Yeah, I couldn't use jalapeno and pineapples and ham and stuff because those are, to me, those are third, fourth, fifth, and sixth down the list, and anchovies. It's cheese and pepperoni always.
You see that? You see that right?
But I'm just saying, but then my rebuttal had to bash yours, because we're debating here.
Do you think you did?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know, guys.
No.
Guys, let us know, okay? Let us know. Let us know. It's Studio 327 INC.
I told him about NCDs. I told him
that
about
was new information that you
I told them about blocking their arteries.
That was new information that you introduced in the rebuttal.
So that's not new information. I'm just reminding them what it does, so they don't need to eat cheese pizza. They can eat their flatbread, their tomato sauce, their basil, and be bougie, and some peppers. Yeah, no cheese.
Alrighty, that's so interesting. So guys, we just debated for you. We're taking our votes. Let the votes come in. We'll figure out. You'll be the judge, and we'll be back in a moment. All right, so we're not back in a moment. We're back right now. Is that it? We didn't go anywhere at all. All right.
See this cheese topic?
Are we talking cheese again?
Of course, we have to talk about the cheese. We have to talk about the cheese. So what is your favorite cheese?
I don't do cheese like that. I just do cheese.
Yet he is the defender of the dairy product.
I'm not the defender of the cheese. Cheese clogs your arteries, Cortensia, really?
The oil from it does.
You can take a bite out of the arteries and you get cheese? I don't know. Is that what it is? I don't get it. Are the arteries cheesy? Is that what we're doing? You can't even say anything.
Listen.
You can't even say anything at all. This is so funny.
No, because we won't get cheese. Well, we could get a form of cheese, but the cover, the little baby bell cheese that have the red cover. Maybe if we bite the arteries, we'll get red cheese, but that cheese is not, we're not vamps, so we can't have that cheese. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so here's the question now.
Wow. 50-50.
No, that did not happen.
Thank you,
No
viewers.
way did that
TK
happen.
always loved
No
you.
way did that happen.
See?
We need
I
a
have
recount.
great points.
How long is this poll open, by the way? Because
Listen, don't ask for it to open longer because you just might lose.
No.
Because the fit people might come in and say Cortensia is correct. Cheese is not good for you.
bread. No, but you introduced that after. You didn't. Anyway, it is what it is.
Jamie forced me to do that. Because as I said, I'm going to stick to the code next time. Ladies first, because I literally have the same points that Jamie had.
I have nothing to say. We'll be back. We'll be back. That's it, okay? We will be back.
You don't want to share with me. 50.
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
Bless up, Dejo here, and I'm doing my part in the fight against COVID-19 by following all safety protocols and most importantly, rolling up my sleeve for the vaccine. So I'm encouraging you to do the same because that's our best shot of protecting ourselves, our family, and our friends. So don't wait, vaccinate. Let's roll up to roll out.
Yeah. I know we can make it. It's only just a phase. Once we're vaccinated, and everybody gonna be safe. Everybody gonna be one safe. Kind, yeah. One people. We are roll up to roll up. Yeah. Cause no man's alone. Do what's right. Alright. Cause I love you. Brother, my sister. And we're in this together. My sister, my brother. I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much. I think it's better for us, yeah, yeah. It's better for us. Hey, I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much, yeah, yeah. It's better for us. Tell your mommy to roll up to roll out.
Chinese for dinner. Let me just check the amount of sodium in this can. Oh no, this is too much. Let me try our next option. They did say it's healthy to consume less salt. This is much better. I am salt smart.
And we are back on Good Morning SKN. Real sweet potato and not the orange yam that some nations call sweet potato. That is what we will find this Sunday at Restaurants Week St. Kitts Tasting Showcase. There will be many food and beverages for patrons to taste. Here to tell us what we can expect is the Minister of Tourism Events Planning Manager, Alistair Williams. Welcome back to Good Morning SKN, Alistair.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
Our pleasure. Why have a tasting showcase as part of Restaurant Week?
Well, it's very important for us to be able to, as we say in local parlance, whet the palate of patrons. And we are back after 2 years, as you know. We were down due to COVID, so we are back, and we are excited to be back out in a physical sense, because we tried it virtually, but it's never the same. And so we're happy to be back. So the Tasting Showcase is an opportunity for members of the public to get a sample of what one can expect during Restaurant Week. So we wanted them to get a little taste. So even if they didn't make up their mind, you know, this will be the opportunity for them to say, yes, I have to try, you know, whichever favorite eating place they prefer. So the showcase is a combination of food, drink, entertainment, good vibes, and some fun times.
Nice.
All in one place.
Nice.
All right, so talk about that place. Where will it take place?
Okay, so we are back at the Eco Park. As you know, the Eco Park is one of the facilities that fall under the Ministry of Tourism. And it's a fantastic place, a beautiful place. And so we thought blending nature, food and beverage, you know, and the glorious surroundings, I mean, it all lends itself to a really great afternoon out. And so, you know, we decided to go back there and to, you know, showcase what one can expect for Restaurant Week 2022.
Okay, and you speak to expectations. So what can we expect from this tasting?
Okay, so from the taste, we have over 15 establishments on display at the Eco Park on Sunday. So you'll have a sampling of some of the dishes produced from sweet potato. As you know, that is our theme ingredient this year. And some of the beverage providers to support, you know, because, you know, in our culture, food and drink go together. So, you know, we have some of the, and it's all about pushing local produce and, you know, encouraging residents to buy local, eat local, and, you know, to show them some of the offerings that are available locally. And at the same time, the versatility, for instance, for sweet potato, there's so much things you can do with sweet potato. So that is all part and parcel of what Restaurant Week is all about. So on Sunday, you know, you'll get an opportunity to taste some of these delicacies, as well as to, you know, experience some of the local folklore and some of the other entertainment that will be available.
So I have a follow-up question. You said the festival had a 2-year hiatus, right?
Yes.
How do you come up with the particular ingredient that you're going to use for the year?
Okay. Well, I must say on this occasion, sweet potato have been out there for quite some time, because, I mean, it should have been since in 2019.
Okay.
But what we normally would do, and I must go back a little to say that when this whole initiative started several years ago, this is our 6th year.
Congratulations.
It was, thank you. It was an initiative between the Ministries of Tourism, both in St. Kitts and Nevis, and the Ministries of Agriculture, both St. Kitts and Nevis as well. and also the Hotel Association. And what we sought to do is to find ingredients, priority ingredients, especially as far as agriculture is concerned. And so, over the years we've had things like coconut and pumpkin and those kind of things. At one point, remember, we lost quite a number of our coconut trees to the weather, as well as certain pests, right? So we was on a they tried to replant as many as possible and whatnot. So that it was one of those food items that was on the threat. So we felt that it was something that we ought to bring to the fore, and people should start to replant and bring back that one. Sweet potato is one of those local food items that have been around for years, and it's a very filling item, especially for persons with diabetes and so on. Is a better alternative to the white potato and so on. So it's a versatile product that can be used for different things. So we try and survey, our partners in agriculture, in tourism, even some of the other local farmers, to see what is the product that is maybe on the threat, or a product that we need to pay some attention to, and so on. So and then we come up with maybe 2 or 3 choices, and then we decide which one is the best one to use. And of course, because it must be a product that is plentiful in July, because we not only want the restaurants to use it to produce items, but we also want locals, residents, to also use it and and make it a part of their diet. So it must be something that is plentiful, that is easily accessible. And so, like I said, since 2019, we should have used sweet potato. We didn't get an opportunity because of COVID, so it was an easy sell this time around. To go with sweet potato, and it's a lot better product to use. You can do so much with it.
Exactly.
I'm interesting to see that, because I'm not a lover of sweet potato except when it's in potato pudding. So the fact that you've chosen that, I think it's too sweet for me personally.
Oh, okay.
But
you don't like
just so that you can see.
Well, there's some varieties that is less sweet. I mean, but you still have the hint of sweetness, but still not, some of them are real sweet, and especially when you do things like candied sweet potato, and so it really doubles the sugar content and so on. But, you could do so much things. You could do puffs, you could do fritters, some different things you can...
Don't give the restaurants any ideas.
that you can use it with thing, and we are... a food-loving public, so I think there's so many. I think one can expect a lot of creative ideas when you come down to the tasting showcase come Sunday, and things that you would have never thought that you could do with sweet potato. I mean, nowadays you're seeing drinks and all coming out of some of these vegetables that you in your mind say, a drink, but the taste really pleasing and so on. So so you never know what surprises will be in store come Sunday. And just to set up before we go on is that we are sold out. It's unfortunate, but the event, we've been blessed to, like I said, this is our 6th year, and I must say over the years it has grown from strength to strength. So immediately as we put out the call and we tell people that, listen, we are back at the Eco Park this year, come there. Within a day, we sold 100 tickets, and now we are out completely. Wow. And people been calling and saying that I had a few more and so on, but we still have to be mindful that it's a cost to the exhibitors, the hoteliers, the restaurateurs that we are, So it's a real cost, and at the same time you don't want to burden them, because some of them still have their regular operations going on, so they can't be in 2. We actually lost some of our establishments this year because of that, because they couldn't manage the 2 activity at the same time, and so we are mindful of that. And it is also a Sunday, so that is double time. So we're gonna stick to right now we are perhaps 200 to 50.
Okay.
I think that's a nice little number. And we are still in COVID, so we are very mindful of that as well. So we want to make sure that we don't overwhelm the facility, and at the same time, other things happen as a result of the event. So, we have taken all those things into consideration. So we're gonna just stay the numbers, and hopefully next year, God's way of life, once we come out of the pandemic, in a much
bigger.
Yeah, we can always expand and make it even a bigger event. But I just want to say though that even though you may not get the opportunity to attend the St. Kitts Tasting Showcase, there's also a Nevis Tasting Showcase, which is next Saturday, because there's a St. Kitts Nevis initiative. And so a lot of activities that are on St. Kitts will be mirrored on Nevis and vice versa. So all is not lost. You still have an opportunity to, and it's a great little outing to go over to Nevis and experience their showcase. And it's at the Malcolm Gishard Park in your facility. So it's a fantastic facility. So it's an opportunity for you to get to see the facility and at the same time partake in the Nevis Tasting Showcase.
Okay.
All right, good to know. All right, we'll continue this discussion in a moment. Stay tuned, everyone.
Bless up. Dejo here.
Did you know that there are certain seasonings that contain more salt than you actually need? There are more natural, healthier ways to reduce the salt intake in your dishes by using natural things like onions, garlic, seasoned peppers, and even thyme and merengue powder.
For dinner. Let me just check the amount of sodium in this can. Oh no, this is too much. Let me try our next option. They did say it's healthy to consume less salt. This is much better. I am salt smart.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
Well, I do have to say, St. Kitts has been called Sweet Sugar City, so the fact that we're having this sweet experience of a conversation about this year's Restaurant Week with Alistair Williams is very engaging, I should say, right?
Yeah.
So we have Restaurant Week coming up, and we're talking all about the objective of Restaurant Week. So what can you tell us about how the tasting fits into the objective of Restaurant Week in general?
Okay, well, like I said before, it's an opportunity for, well, the most important thing is the linkages, because we recognize as a Ministry of Tourism that there's so much that can be done as far as linkages with agriculture. And as a matter of fact, that's how the project started initially, because we thought there's so much possibilities that using produce, food items to expand tourism. And right now you have a trend whereby quite a number of persons are traveling because of food tourism, culinary tourism. They're into food, a lot of foodies. So it's an opportunity to expand tourism, but you can't do it without agriculture. Yes. So you need the producers of the various food items, and of course you can't forget your agro-processors and so on, who do some of the byproducts and so on. So at the tasting showcase, it gives the farmers an opportunity to link with the service providers, the food, whether they are restaurateurs or food establishments and so on. And at the same time, also to link with even members of the public, because it's all about developing those linkages and sustaining it over time. And so that is what the showcase is all about, and that's on the food side, but also on the beverage side, because then there's quite a number of producers of local products from local products being used to make different types of beverages and so on. So this is also an opportunity for those in the restaurant business and the food and beverage business to get to know some of these producers and to develop that relationship. So all of that will be happening at the Eco Park on Sunday. And of course, we have our artisans who we also try to pull along every time we do the activity, because it's all part and parcel about sustaining the industry and about, helping to develop, all of these subsectors. So, and of course, when it comes to tourism and culture walk hand in hand. So, we also have our folklore, and I have always say it's our greatest export. So, we try to bring everything together. And of course, at the Eco Park on Sunday, one would see we are also pushing our Plastic Be Gone campaign, because everything, all of our projects reinforce the messages that we are trying to put out there. So right now, it is Restaurant Week within the Plastic Be Gone campaign period. And so, the two projects are working together. Because the message, we want people to understand that, we have to be able to sustain the industry. And so one of the best ways to do it is to be kind to the environment and your surroundings and so on. So we are pushing the two at the same time. So you'll see that most of our exhibitors, most of our establishments on Sunday, we'll be using alternative utensils to what we are accustomed to, the styrofoam and the plastics and so on. And so we want to show people that there's alternatives just as good, and some even better. So we want to push that agenda as well. So you'll be seeing a lot of that as well on Sunday. And as Restaurant Week go,
what else will be happening as Restaurant Week continues?
The thing with Restaurant Week is that we built into the whole, and even though we say a week, it's technically not a week, but it sounds better from a marketing perspective. It actually runs for, I think, about 10 days or more.
Oh, nice.
But within the whole framework, there are several experiences that one can partake in. Like, for instance, the Tasting Showcase is one of the Restaurant Week experiences. So it's not just about dining out and at your favorite restaurant. It's also about partaking in some of these experiences. There's a dinner at, I think it's Serendipity, and the proceeds will be going to a charity. So that is something there. There's a Sip and Paint initiative, and several other initiatives. We'll encourage persons to go to our website, restaurantweek.kn, and they'll see not only menus from participating restaurants, but also some of the offerings during Restaurant Week. And we bring the curtain down with a celebration at the park, at Park Hyatt, which is a similar tasting event.
Okay.
They're featuring five restaurants. I think 3 from the Park Hyatt and 2 from, by invitation from outside.
Okay.
And so it's a nice event to bring the curtain down on Restaurant Week. So that will be at the Park Hyatt.
Okay.
And all of this information is available on our website. And just to remind persons that Restaurant Week actually runs from the 14th to the 24th. So the Tasting Showcase on Sunday, which is the 10th, is the kickoff event. And thereafter, you can just check the website and you'll see what offerings during each week and the menu items for each restaurant, so that you can decide which ones you want to visit. Okay. What I would say though is that please make sure you reserve your space, because you may not be able to just walk in at some of them because they may be sold out. So it's advisable that you reserve your space and make sure that you can get into your favorite restaurant and have dinner, lunch, whatever it is.
Nice.
Yeah. And don't be afraid, those in St. Kitts to go over to Nevis and those in Nevis to come over to St. Kitts, because
Island experience.
Yes, and you have some great experiences, because it may not be on St. Kitts, but you might be able to get it on Nevis and vice versa. So, so don't limit yourself.
Just
be open-minded and try all the different restaurants as possible.
So, Mr. Williams, thank you. It was indeed a pleasure talking to you about sweet potato, the sweetest topic on earth. Sorry, I was wondering if there were wines, but hopefully there is some form of wine at the tasting.
Yes.
So you can go out, wine, rum, with sweet potato. So thank you once again. And
you're welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
All the best for Restaurant Week. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
All right. Viewers, stay tuned. We have more sweet stuff up next.
Welcome to another edition of Infused Friday. We have another great infused water recipe for you to try out. Pineapple and sweet red bell pepper. I know what you're thinking, but this will bring a pep in your step. Here are some of the benefits you may experience from this exotic combination. Pineapple juice is rich in a variety of vitamins and minerals. It's especially packed with manganese, copper, vitamin B6 and vitamin C, all of which play important roles in the proper functioning of your body. Red capsicum or red bell pepper contains lycopene and a phytonutrient which helps to keep a healthy heart. It is also a rich source of folate and vitamin B6, along with antioxidants known to protect the body against free radicals. I know you cannot wait to try out this amazing fruit and vegetable infusion. Let's get you started with the following ingredients. You will need 6 pineapple cubes, 6 red capsicum cubes, enough fresh water to fill your jug or bottle. And the directions. Remember to wash your ingredients well. Chop and slice ingredients as necessary. Add to ingredients to a large jug or bottle. Stir ingredients and add fresh water and stir. Let it infuse, settle, and then serve into tall glasses. Can you taste the goodness already? Add more to your H2O. Check out the Facebook page every Friday for refreshing infused water recipes.
Self-health management refers to the measures people take to manage their own health. You and I should remember to wash hands often with soap and water, or use alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid touching your eyes, mouth, and nose. Take your temperature morning and evening. Watch for symptoms. Persons with diabetes or hypertension are reminded to take your medication regularly as prescribed. If you have no symptoms, you may carry out your normal routine and boost your immune system. When you are outside, avoid public spaces and wear a mask at all times. If you develop symptoms, put on a mask and seek medical care. Do not take public transportation. Inform the doctor of your travel history
any contact with confirmed or suspected cases, your occupation, and whether anyone around you has similar symptoms. If you become ill, please rest at home. Wear a mask and isolate yourself from others in your household. If you share a bathroom, disinfect daily using 1 part bleach to 10 parts water. Everyone must work together to reduce the spread of the coronavirus.
It's Infused Friday. Welcome to today's recipe. But before we get into that, let me give you some information about the benefits of H2O. Infused water adds more to your H2O. It not only gives you the same refreshed feeling that water does, but it adds flavor and nutritional benefits. Adding different combinations of herbs, fruits, and spices to your water can lead to endless combinations that are not only delicious, but extremely good for you. Helping to control bloating, because many women suffer from bloating due to excess salt or hormonal fluctuation. Water-rich foods such as lemon and cucumber can help control this problem. How does this link into relaxation? Well, if you infuse your drink with herbs that are linked to relaxation such as sage, this often helps. What are the benefits of anti-aging? Well, if you add dark berries and pomegranate seeds, which are rich in antioxidants, this can help protect against the effects of aging. Let's talk about metabolism. Many fruits can boost your metabolism and help with weight loss, so be sure to add in your raspberries, strawberries, tangerines, and any other delicious fruit. Now, let's move on to the recipe for this Friday, which is watermelon and lemon mint. Ingredients: 1 small cup of watermelon pieces, 1 large lemon sliced, and a handful of fresh mints. Now for the directions, it's very simple. You just need a pitcher and add 1 small cup of watermelon sliced, 1 large lemon sliced, and a handful of fresh mint. Muddle ingredients and fill pitcher with ice water, and you're good to go. Add more to your H2O. Check out the Facebook page every Friday for refreshing infused water recipes.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. All right, let's talk about hair. So hair has been described as one's crown of beauty, rather, especially in reference to women's hair, naturally, especially in reference to women's hair. Yeah, we know that stuff. So a crown is something precious that needs to be handled with care. Indeed it is. Today we will be talking with someone who can give us some tips on how to take care of our hair at this time of the year, and we are rhyming, as you can see, Aniva. Yes, we're talking about Aniva James of the Beauty Lab. So, there you are.
Ooh, lovely.
So the first question that I have for you is one that I'm sure every woman wants to know, being gender specific for my own reasons. What effect does the summer weather have on hair in general?
Well, we tend to be outside a lot more during summer, so we're exposed to the sun. Whether you're natural or you're relaxed, something I always tell my clients or women in general who especially have colored hair is to spray a little heat protectant on your hair, because you can actually get your hair lightened by the sun and experience heat damage from the sun.
Oh, wow.
Who knew? Well, you knew. I didn't know.
I never knew that. Because I washed my hair yesterday and I let it out, and for some reason it was extremely dry. I put oils and everything in it. It was extremely dry. So today I had to be like, no, hair, you can't be out. I have to get it back in one somehow. I never realized that the sun can actually change the color of your hair.
Yes, so you would notice a lot of people who maybe have younger kids, if they go to the beach all summer long, the ends of their hair gets lighter.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a natural ombre effect. That's what we call sun-kissed hair.
Wow. So does the damage of our hair, the extent of the damage, as you said, does it constitute to our hair type? So somebody with coarser hair, will their hair not be lightened than somebody with lighter hair?
No, it would happen to all hair types, whether it's coarse, whether curly, whether straight. It could happen to anyone's hair.
So what do we do to protect our hair from the sun when we spend extensive hours at the beach?
Well, you could wear a hat. You could they actually sell sunscreen for the hair and scalp, so you could actually invest in some of that. Or you could, as I said, spray heat protectant, because it will protect you from temperatures up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit.
a follow-up question. I'm in the water all day.
Okay.
Will the heat protectant stay on my hair?
No, you would definitely have to reapply. Same with sunscreen.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. Man, oh, man.
All right, so we're asking you a million and one questions about hair. I'm sure you're used to that. Let me bring it to you this way. Is there anything specific that we need to know about hair care at this particular time?
I would say not necessarily, just because we do live on an island. It's hot 95% of the time. So whatever we're doing in April, we can do in December, we can do in September, and your routine just needs to be simple. Cleanse, condition, detangle, style. Doesn't need to be complicated. How you style is completely up to you. You could style like I've done today, 2 flat twists. You can do a wash and go, braid out. It just depends on what your preference is.
Aniva, I didn't hear treat in there. Why is treat missing from
Well, we have been taught that treatments are a problem preventer, but they are actually a problem solver.
Okay.
So if there's not a problem with the hair, there's no reason to do a treatment. Once you're using high quality products in general, your regular conditioner, taking the time to work that through your hair, will give you the same effect as if you just put a mask on it all day long.
Oh, okay. Got you.
All right, so let's talk about the products that you recommend in general. Products, hair care products. Any favorites?
So hair care products for what purpose? Because every product has a different purpose. So are we speaking for products for natural hair like I specialize in, or otherwise?
Let's talk about what you specialize in first.
Okay, so it all depends on your end result. So if there's a situation where you want to wear wash and go, you would use a gel. I actually use a gel from a brand called Uncle Funky's Daughter. I know it's a weird name, people usually laugh, but it's an aloe-based gel, and what the aloe does is it locks water into the hair, and then it attracts water. Whenever we speak about moisture, we're always talking about the amount of water in something. When something is moist, it means that it has a liquid in it. So for us to be able to lock in water, contrary to popular belief, you cannot use oil, because we know from science, oil and water, they don't mix. Right. So all the water does is pass through the oil. So by using a gel that's based in aloe, aloe has humectants. Humectants lock in the water and they attract the water. So it keeps the hair moisturized for a 5 to 7 day period.
So I have frizzy hair. And I use a lot of gel, black gel per se, and the gel that says it doesn't have alcohol, but I'm not sure. I have to go on what it says. How bad is it for me to have gel almost every day in my hair in this summer heat?
As I said, there's not much change in temperature here. So having gel in your hair is not a bad thing. It is the type of gel that you need to be concerned about. So the aloe gel or flaxseed, it falls under botanical gels. Most other gels may say they're free of alcohol, but if you really read the ingredients, there is some type of alcohol in there. Yes.
Okay.
I'm stuck on the braiding, the twist. I think I need to try that one. All right, I'm just saying. So in terms of creating a regimen, you said it could be very simple. How does one even begin? How do you advise your clients who come to you perhaps and they don't even have one in place? What would you say typically?
Well, I always have a consultation with my clients first before even jumping into their hair. So I find out a bit of what they're doing now, what they're using, and see if what they're using is okay and they can continue using that. Like I said, you cleanse, so your shampoo, condition, detangle, and then you style. So the products that I use in my clients' hair, I actually sell in salon, so they're able to use it at home. Because if they're using high quality products in salon, then going home and using something that's drugstore quality, it'd be like going to the gym and then sitting down and eating a whole pizza after. There's no point in doing it. It's counterproductive. So I try to make sure that they can have the same products and results at home, because I also have a hands-on service that they can learn to do it also.
Oh, really?
Nice.
All right. So tell us about that. So you have a hands-on service. How do they sign up for that? What does it entail?
So my services are somewhat a la carte, so you can choose exactly what you want. So let's say a client came in for a wash and go and they want to learn how to do it. It will have an add-on that says wash and go, and they can click that and be able to have a hands-on with me.
Okay, so clicking implies online. Website.
Online,
Let's
yes.
talk about the website. Can you give it to us really quickly?
So my website is thebeautylabkn.com.
All right. Thank you, Aniva. We'll be back to talk with you on the other side of this break. Stay tuned, everyone.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
If you gradually use less salt, you will gradually want less salt. Eating less salty foods will reduce your cravings for salty foods. Let's get salt smart.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Let's face it, most parents or guardians don't want to think about their teens having sex, let alone contemplate the possibility that they might get pregnant or get someone pregnant. Teenage pregnancy is a situation that involves female adolescents. A teenage female can be pregnant as early as age 12 or 13, although it is usually 14 and older. The fact that teenagers become pregnant is related to many factors. Here are some tips to decrease teen pregnancy. Teach teenagers comprehensive sex education. Target messages at teen boys, not just girls. Get the whole community involved. Encourage mentoring, parental involvement, and support. This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I come in Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Salt is an important part of the human diet, but most of us consume more than we realize.
You can lower your salt intake by reducing salty foods, removing table salt, and using salt alternatives when cooking.
Okay, and we're back with Aniva James of the Beauty Lab to get some more hair tips for this summer. So Aniva, I want to know, why did you get into hair care, and what is the one myth, well, we just spoke about it, the one myth that people are concerned about when it comes to cutting their hair?
So getting into hair care, growing up, my late mom, she was a hairdresser, and I was one that would never stop troubling the things that she was doing. If she has rollers out, I'm in the rollers. If she's relaxing somebody's hair, I want to touch the relaxer. And I remember at 7, I said, oh, I'm going to be a hairdresser. Okay. And over the years, that never changed. Okay. And when I got the opportunity to attend cosmetology school, which I actually did here with Miss Petra von der Nutren that you had on, yes. Nice. I was able to get my father's full support and go through cosmetology school, and that's why I'm here today. Nice. And then the myth, many persons say if you trim or cut your hair, it will grow. But in reality, the hair is always growing. So cutting the hair only takes off the oldest parts of the hair, which will start splitting as time gets, as they get brushed about and exposed to the elements, they will start splitting. If you don't get those off the hair, they split up the hair, which causes thinning and breakage, knots. So it's important to get maintenance trims every 3 to 6 months, depending on your lifestyle or if your hair is colored or not. And that will help you to retain length versus make your hair grow.
Oh, lovely. So that myth's been busted.
That's what you say. All right, busted. Fair enough. Are there any, I don't even want to say summer-friendly hairstyles, are there any Caribbean-friendly hairstyles that you would recommend?
Well, as I said, I like to keep it simple. So my #1 service that I have at my salon is actually a wash and go. So what a wash and go is during the shampoo and conditioning process, it's the technique of shampooing the hair to let the curls really clump together. In doing so, you're able to see that defined curl that most people would like. So after the shampoo and condition process, I actually hold it with the gel, like I mentioned. And that is something that I encourage most women to at least try, because a lot of times we've grown up hearing, oh, if your hair isn't super curly or super silky, you have bad hair. But I want most women to accept the hair that they have and learn to love it, learn to style it. So that's my #1 suggestion. But if you're not comfortable, you can do mini twist, you can flat twist it, braid out, twist out. It's completely up to you. And the good thing about natural hair, it's extremely versatile. So you can do pretty much anything with it.
Is that why you specialize in natural hair?
Yes, it is, actually. I was always fascinated by how versatile it was.
Have you ever relaxed your hair, or?
Yes, I did. My mom actually had to texturize my hair when I was younger, because she was not able to do my hair at the time. She was ill. But maybe 3 months after she did it, I said, can I please go back natural? I never liked it. So it's not been something, I don't ever see myself going back there.
All right, in terms of costs for natural hair here as opposed to, what is the option? Relaxed hair. Thank you. That's the terminology. You know I know everything about this topic. Yeah, comparatively, how do they sound?
They're roughly around the same, at least in my practice, because I make sure I'm using the best products possible. So the 2 main product lines that I use, as mentioned, is Uncle Funky's Daughter and Inner Sense. Now, one is completely vegan and one is certified organic. So when I'm using products in the hair, I want to use products that are not going to cause a lot of product buildup, and I know exactly what is going in my client's hair.
Nice. Look at that. Look at that. So tell us about the Beauty Lab, what services and what services you do offer.
So my vision with the Beauty Lab was creating almost like a spa for natural hair. So all of my services include steam during their shampoo and conditioning process. Not only is it relaxing, but it also aids in getting water into the hair, creating shiny hair and stimulating hair growth, because it creates circulation of blood flow in the scalp. Apart from that, when I'm doing services such as a treatment, a hydration treatment, I do that with steam rather than the traditional cap with a hair dryer, because the product will penetrate a bit deeper with that water vapor. And like I said, I do curl defining services. I do a lot of hair color. Before deciding to specialize in natural hair, I actually wanted to become a colorist. So I did a lot of classes learning how to safely color natural hair. So I have quite a few clients who have long colored hair, which most people are afraid to color their hair. So if you are, book a consultation with me and we can talk about your options. So my services, like I said, my main thing is having a spa type feeling doing your hair, learning to love your natural hair, and teaching you about it and how to do it. Nothing that I do is a secret.
Okay, lovely, lovely. So if someone wanted to come to the beauty lab, can you tell them where you're located? Can you give them your contact information?
Sure. So I am in the OOJJ's complex, suite number 5. I take my bookings online, so you would visit thebeautylabkn.com, or you could visit my Instagram or Facebook at thebeautylabkn, and you can click the book now button.
Nice, look at, I love that color. Jamie, see, I told you I was gonna color my hair. So what do you think?
Who, I think? I'm not the judge. You can ask our viewers. They can
So viewers, should I color my hair? Let me know what you think. Yeah, different look.
I would just suggest ask Neva, that's all.
And I would always say yes once your hair can handle it.
Yeah, and my hair can handle it because I had it colored, or I had it blonde and brown already.
It may be able to handle it in a healthy state, but we have to see if it's in a healthy state. Because I actually don't color hair if your hair is not healthy. If you say to me, well, I wash my hair once a month, I will not color your hair until I see you come to the salon for 3 months with a continuous regime.
Oh, I like that. I like.
We're partnering here at the beauty lab.
Yeah. She's saving our hair. She's saving our hair. So Aniva, thank you so much for coming on today. And
thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Educating us about the hair, how we protect for the summer, and how we can use your services. We hope this is not our last conversation.
Hopefully not.
Yes. So viewers, take care of your hair. Stay tuned. More after this break.
Most people consume excess salt from processed foods, such as snack foods, processed meats, instant meals, and condiments.
Instead, use fresh vegetables, ground provision, fresh meats, and natural herb seasonings, just like our grandparents did, and just like you did with this soup. We are Salt Smart.
Bless up, Dejo here, and I'm doing my part in the fight against COVID-19 by following all safety protocols and, most importantly, rolling up my sleeve for the vaccine. So I'm encouraging you to do the same, because that's our best shot of protecting ourselves, our family, and our friends. So don't wait, vaccinate. Let's roll up to roll out.
It's only just a phase. Once we're vaccinated, and everybody gonna be safe. Everybody gonna be one safe. Kind, yeah. One people. We are roll up to roll out. Yeah. Cause no man's alone. Do what's right. Cause I love you. Brother, my sister. And we're in this together. My sister, my brother. I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much. I think it's better for us, yeah. It's better for us. Hey, I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much, yeah. It's better for us. Tell your mommy to roll up to roll out.
These teen boys nowadays get me so upset. I see these teen girls with their big bellies, and you want to tell me y'all couldn't protect her and yourself? Come on. Now don't tell me no stupidness about you feel embarrassed about getting a pack of condoms or asking somebody for one. That ain't nothing to be ashamed about. You should be proud that you are making a wise decision, but you still have to abstain from having sex with someone under the age of consent. If your boys are pressuring you to have sex and you don't want to, then don't. You are in charge of your life, not them. I heard another one saying it's sweeter without a condom. But my granny always told me, no glove, no love. So let me tell you something. It's sweeter to have money in your pockets and not have to support a child at that young age. Before I say anything else, the best way to prevent teenage pregnancy is to abstain. In other words, no do it. Let me talk to the big men troubling underage girls.
Why you sleeping with your daughter? You not live clean. Your girl at 16, and your daughter at 13. So girl a look me, but me know in that. Big man no deal with back pan back.
You understand where I'm coming from, right?
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
It's been 6 months now and Glenn hasn't been working. His attitude has completely changed and he's been leaving the house every day for hours and liming with his friends and coming home drunk and causing confusion.
Gloria, this is what you cook today? This is not enough food for a big man like me.
But Glenn, it's been 6 months now. You haven't given me any money to shop for food.
Okay, so what you want me to do if my boss ain't call me out for work as yet?
Look for a different job now.
What you just said to me?
Get a next job.
What?
Help! Let me
Let
go!
go what? Yeah, let's see what real happening. Let go what? Watch your mouth with me now.
Every weekend mom and dad fight. When are they going to stop?
Domestic violence is not just physical, it's mental, emotional, economical, and psychological. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492. Special Victims Unit 662-7077. Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
I'm here to St. Kitts, Nevis. You don't know for us I represent for the Ministry of Health. Yeah. Respect the COVID protocols. In a time like this, all for one for all. St. Kitts, Nevis. Don't forget your mask. Wear it everywhere you go. Sanitize before and after everything you do. Cause you never know what's on the surface or the places to go. Maintain a safe social distance between me and you. Keep calm and stay focused. Don't be a fool, seek the facts first. And boost your immune system up. Don't wanna lose no more of us. Mask up, furlough, sanitize, observe the protocols all about. Be wise. Mask up, furlough, sanitize. Me family fitting boat.
Blessed love and greetings. This is Infamous, and I am here to encourage every Kittitian and Nivision to remember that we have our part to play in the fight against COVID-19. So sanitize, wear your face mask, practice social distancing, and go and get vaccinated. For me no know about you, but me love St. Kitts bad. Easy no man.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Guess what time it is? No, it's not time for what's happening. It's time to loosen up. So today we will be playing a memory game called Tricky Cups. So Jamie, you want to tell them how it works?
Tricky Cups.
Yes.
Not Tricky co-host, Tricky Cups.
Uh-huh.
Shape, right? But we'll see if you're tricky when we come to playing this game,
man.
right? So it is based on a classic that has truly withstood the test of time. It works like this. There is a group of cups that will appear on screen, and we have to follow the cup that has a coin under it. And in this game, however, there will sometimes be more than one cup with a coin under it, and the game starts out easy, but quickly ramps up in difficulty to give even the most talented people a challenge.
Like Jamie.
So who's going to go first? I think you should.
I am going to go first. I learned my lesson after that debate. So here we go.
Which lesson?
That I won? 50-50?
Thank you very much. It's my turn.
Oh my gosh. He takes pride in beating me.
You did learn a lesson, did you? Apparently I need to learn how to use a mouse. Hey, you know, it is what it is.
No.
Alrighty, yeah, we're playing again. Alright, so my turn.
I think this should be a team effort. Because one eye is better than one. I think you play this game at home.
Nah.
Let me see you find the coin this time. You play this game at home. Man. Jamie's gonna take the easy one. Oh my gosh. Jamie, where do you get this from? This precision that you know you're following the cups? I couldn't tell you where that one was, but you did well, 38.
I won't submit the score. I'll just play. I'll just play again. So pretend to you're up.
Yeah, I'm up.
Play again. I'm setting it up for you. There you go.
Thank you. Such a gentleman.
Is there anybody else who realized how quiet Hortensia's gotten since the defeat?
Because I'm focusing. I'm looking at your game technique to beat you with it. Yeah. I'm supposed to be focusing here. See? I've learned a thing or two from you. Look at that.
Imagine that.
See, I wasn't going to mess with your brain this time. I was going to let you have it. Alrighty, and I think.
I could have told you where that one was. So there it is. Apparently, yeah.
See, that's why I said it should be a teamwork to make the dream work.
Oh yeah, you would say that now. Interestingly enough, guys, the poll is still open as far as I know, right, about that debate. So keep going. We need to get the new stats at the end of the show.
Jamie is trying to untie that tie like a shoelace.
Imagine that. I think that people voted because they had preferences. That's really what I think.
You know.
And I just looked away, so I don't know where this one is now. Let's go with it.
Okay, viewers. So continue the poll so that we can show Jamie that cheese is not good for you.
That's not what the question was about, Cortezia. It was whether cheese is the best topping, right?
Cheese is not the best topping. As I said, we can just do the dough, the tomato sauce, the basil. Oh my gosh, Jamie, you're making me want pizza.
There you go.
Why did I follow your trend of losing on the first go?
No, you started it. You started it.
But I followed you.
I don't even think that. So do we have polls today for this one? Because obviously, I looked away again. I keep doing that. Okay. Memory.
Memory indeed.
Wow.
I wonder what the viewers are saying. Hortensio, win for us, win for us.
Oh, is that what they're saying? I see. I understand now.
Viewers, Jamie say I'm too quiet, but he don't understand. I am looking at his strategy so that when it's my turn, I can use that same strategy.
I'm there at 3,800 twice now.
Squashed. Jamie loses. Boom. Wow, the mouse doesn't work.
I told you, you gotta close the X.
Yeah, I'm trying, but the mouse wants me to come off the path.
I think the same.
All right.
All right, no trash talking. So guys, you gotta keep that poll going, okay? We had a debate earlier today.
See?
You're learning.
Paying attention so that I can win.
Yeah, Hortensis is unusually quiet today. I don't know what's going on. Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling okay. I'm trying my best to learn your strategies, but they're not working out for me.
Is that what we do? We have time for one more, but I've already won, so I don't know why we're playing.
He's won most of the game, so I will concede.
Play again.
I will concede and give it to Jamie today.
All right, there you go. Dare I continue? I mean, we already know the outcome, right? Unless you want to take it to the poll and let the viewers say what they think. I mean, hey.
You win today. Monday won't be the same, nor the rest of the days of the coming week. You have been warned.
Look at how her voice returned. I don't know what happened. This is like Darth Vader vibes. Anyway, guys, we'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned.
If you gradually use less salt, you will gradually want less salt. Eating less salty foods will reduce your cravings for salty foods. Let's get salt smacked.
You see that new boy that just joined the school last week? He brought me a chocolate this morning because I showed him the way home from school yesterday. You like him? No, he's just my friend. Plus he is my neighbor. He asked me if we can walk home together for lunch tomorrow, and I told him yes.
I don't like these big boys. They tend to like to touch girls without your consent.
What do you mean by consent?
It's when one person agrees to give permission to another person to do something.
He is cute though. Guys, you won't believe what happened the other day with the new boy from school.
What happened?
The other day, while walking home with the new guy, he followed me into my house. I thought it was okay because he seemed friendly and respectful. So I turned on the TV and offered him a soda. We sat in the chair together. Then he leaned over and he kissed me. I was so shocked I sat up straight and asked him why he did that. He said he thought I liked him. I told him not in that way.
What? Girl, you should have never allowed him inside your parents' home.
My parents will be very angry if they meet any boys in our home plus kissing me.
Guys, we don't need to be burdened down with teen pregnancy and relationship problems at this time. Boys need to understand that girls are not sex objects.
Remember, you have the right to consent to every activity being performed, from holding hands to anything more, and to change your mind at any time. If your partner does not respect your wishes, this also is a form of abuse. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
just want to say blessings to you. They are a happy place in the life every living day. A happy place in the life every living day. But them at a happy place in the life. And they can't change. And they just come out here to do right. So whether day or night, they will never ever change. Blessings, blessings, and blessings.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Yesterday was World Chocolate Day, and if we really think about it, we should be celebrating chocolate, worldwide love of chocolate every day. That is, yeah. I really think so. So every day should be a chocolate day.
Every day.
I'm chocolate and complexion, so
Chocolate.
every day's chocolate day for me.
Ooh.
And anyway, in honor
never
of this, as we said yesterday, mankind's greatest culinary invention, we will be making s'mores. So now ordinarily this is done using an open flame, but we don't have that here in the studio, as somebody would be afraid that I'll burn the set down. So we're gonna microwave them after, okay? So we have our ingredients here, graham crackers. Cortenzio's doing the Vanna White thing. Hershey's chocolate and marshmallows. And we've also got some water, courtesy of tap water or filter here to wash it down when we're done.
Ocho despo. So, do we begin?
Yeah, have you ever made s'mores before, Cortenzio?
Yes, yes. Professional here.
Okay, so I'm gonna watch and learn.
Professional here.
Oh, she's breaking the crackers, guys. Now, literally, when I have crackers in my hand, I'm just eating, as you can tell. Already, mistake number one.
Get Jamie, please. So a completed s'more that will end up in the microwave pretty soon.
So I know what I'm
So
gonna
do
do.
you realize what I did?
Yeah, you're kind of playing it safe.
I'm not playing it safe.
Wow. Wow.
So I broke my graham crackers, because they're normally, graham crackers is the best crackers to use. I broke my graham crackers in two. I'm placing 2 pieces of chocolate in my graham crackers, 2 marshmallows. So I'll have neat, cute graham crackers. Then I'll place the other one on top, as we normally see. So, and once it goes to the microwave and come back, it'll be ooey gooey. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So viewers, do you like making graham crackers? Do you have campfires outside and do you make graham crackers?
Make graham crackers? You
Not
make
graham crackers, sorry.
Just asking.
S'mores. See, because I'm breaking the graham crackers, it's on my mind. So viewers, do you like s'mores? Let us know. Do you like s'mores? Jamie is eating more than
So
he's
good, guys.
making.
So good, guys.
Jamie.
So here's what we know about s'mores coming into being. The first record of a s'more goes all the way back to the year 1927. And I'm actually speaking with my mouth full, so forgive me for that because it's still absolutely delicious. Why is it called s'mores anyway? S'mores. Like, can I get some more? I don't know. Is that what it is?
I think
the snack was originally called, oh really? That is exactly what it is. The
Look
snack
at
was
you.
originally called s'mores. And so we've got that abbreviation here, S''MORES, s'mores, is a contraction of that phrase. Oh, give me some s'mores.
We are gonna do a poll for everything. Whose s'mores, although it's not really s'mored yet, looks better?
Listen.
Hortensia's or Jamie's?
I think I need an extra graham cracker, otherwise we're gonna have some more. And I'm gonna have some chocolate particles, right?
Oh my gosh.
This is so very interesting. You know what? Hey, yeah, this is improvisation at
partake.
its finest, right? Improvisation at its finest.
So now my s'mores are gonna go to the wave and my s'mores will come out looking the best.
Yeah, but guess what?
I guarantee
I'm gonna
you.
have a leaning tower of s'more. Because that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And I hope it stays
I have
together.
never seen stacked s'mores, guys. Jamie, what are you doing?
Well, you're gonna see it here first. There we go. This is like my ode to the leaning
Tower of s'mores.
And all I'm gonna do is stack the bottom and prop it up with some marshmallow. Oh, awesome! This is great. This is like a train wreck in the waiting.
My s'mores are
Unfortunately, I can't do that, so I'm gonna have to break it. So let's try to break it.
My s'mores are
and
the
select it.
actual s'mores. I can't wait to see how they come out.
Wow. You know what? Here.
While I'm mellow.
Can I get like a? Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Jamie's s'mores are the.
I'm gonna make. Listen, this is deconstructed s'more.
Jamie is in the restaurant week vibe and he's using.
Deconstructed s'mores, guys.
Jamie.
All right. So we're gonna.
Put these in the microwave.
Yeah, put these in the microwave. Hey, you're gonna have some fun watching my deconstruction.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a moment, guys. Absolutely perfect.
Cannot wait to see the s'mores.
You see that new boy that just joined the school last week? He brought me a chocolate this morning because I showed him the way home from school yesterday. You like him? No, he's just my friend. Plus he is my neighbor. He asked me if we can walk home together for lunch tomorrow, and I told him yes.
I don't like these big boys. They tend to like to touch girls without your consent.
What do you mean by consent?
It's when one person agrees to give permission to another person to do something.
He is cute though. Guys, you won't believe what happened the other day with the new boy from school.
What happened?
The other day, while walking home with the new guy, he followed me into my house. I thought it was okay because he seemed friendly and respectful. So I turned on the TV and offered him a soda. We sat in the chair together. Then he leaned over and kissed me. I was so shocked I sat up straight and asked him why he did that. He said he thought I liked him. I told him not in that way.
What? Girl, you should have never allowed him inside your parents' home.
My parents will be very angry if they meet any boys in our home plus kissing me.
Guys, we don't need to be burdened down with teen pregnancy and relationship problems at this time. Boys need to understand that girls are not sex objects.
Remember, you have the right to consent to every activity being performed, from holding hands to anything more, and to change your mind at any time. If your partner does not respect your wishes, this also is a form of abuse. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
Good morning, this is Carol from Lux Carnival, and I listen to Good Morning SKN.
Wow.
Guess who's came out the best? Guess who's came out the best? Look at this. Look at this.
I don't know because I know it ain't yours.
Mine's came. Look at it.
Yours
Look,
and mine.
look at that. Look at that. Look at all that chocolatey goodness. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this.
Really?
Look at this. Look at this.
You've got a little bite. I've got huge. Okay. So we've got some instructions, right? We did this already. Look at what we've done here. Wow. Oh. Wow.
Look at this.
Oh, I'm supposed to take a bite out of this.
This is a s'more.
I'm supposed to take a bite out of this. Okay.
This
I'll
is
take
a
it.
s'more.
I'll split it if I can. Okay, great. Splitting it.
Mine's better.
They're made of the same
Look,
ingredients.
we are going to debate all day, every day. We're going to continue this poll. Whose s'mores is better? Mine is better. But Jamie, after that s'more, I need some water. And we remind you once again, it is plastic-free July.
Wow, I can't
So
believe
we
I'm doing
invite you to invest in a plastic-free bottle. Remember, you can contact the folks at ESPO. You can visit their Facebook page and you can see what they offer, including this bottle and the filter. So the water is filtered.
Thank you for pouring that for me. Appreciate that.
Well, I'm not pouring it.
You're not pouring it?
No, I'm not pouring it.
Whatever you do,
It's
don't
not
mess up
coming
your
out.
s'mores, okay?
It's not coming out.
Yes, it is. It is.
Oh, it's coming out
Yeah,
now.
there
Okay.
it is.
So remember, folks, plastic-free
Thank you very
July.
Look, I've got a chocolate imprinted glass. Thank you, Cortez. Works. Nothing
As
walks the
usual.
s'mores down more than
Water.
a glass of water. All right, so we want to thank you guys for joining us today for another edition of Good Morning SKN right here on Studio 327 INC. Of course, we're inviting you to like, follow, subscribe, and share at Studio 327 Inc. at Studio 327 Inc. That is our handle. Of course, you can leave a comment, and occasionally in the show we have some polls as we did today. So I know that one might still be ongoing as to who debated better about the topping of the pizza.
And who
that
has
you
the
think
best
is favorite.
s'mores?
Yeah, that one is a debate as well. But you might lose given your track record today.
No, look
Never
at
know.
this. All that stuff.
All right.
Wow. So we remind you to tell us what you like to see next on the show and what was your favorite part of the show. And we remind you to continue to watch Good Morning SKN, where there's a little bit of everything for everyone, including these delicious s'mores. Oh my gosh. Once again, help me to beat Jamie on the poll as always. And this is the part where we say, we don't see you tomorrow, but we will see you on Monday at 8 a.m. when you will start your morning with us right here at Good Morning SKN. Have a s'moreful Friday, guys. Yay!